Hi there, Chris from Boise Life and Health Insurance Agency. Hey, I always get questions on, well, how much does life insurance cost? What are the rates? So I figured what I'd do today is we just come into my website. I'll show you how to run a quote on your own. So you can just come in here and check out rates. I'm almost 50. I'm turning 48 actually here in a couple days. So we're going to do a 50-year-old male. It seems that's a good age. People are at our age with families or businesses. It's a good time to look for insurance. If you're fairly healthy, it can still be affordable. And of course, we're talking about term. And if you're looking for a supplemental retirement, you're going to have some extra cash. Make sure you're funding your 401ks and your IRAs, and then look at a life insurance policy if you do have some extra cash to put into something like that. So here's goidahoinsurance.com is the website, and over here on the right, you can just click on the life insurance quotes right here, and that will take you to a separate page where you can do a quote right online, or up here on the products menu, you can click on life insurance, and here you can leave us a message if you don't want to do that. If you're in a rush, just leave us a message. We'll get back to you. Here you can click on and it'll take you there. Here's a video I did showing you how to walk through the whole system to get a life quote. And you can actually, I've got it embedded right on the website where you can come in here and do a quote right on here through the website. It looks a little bit better if you do it actually through the, when you click on the link. So we're just gonna do a test here for a 50-year-old male and give you an idea of what term life insurance looks like. Up here, you know, most people are not going to get that absolute super preferred rating. I would be conservative and go right here on the third heart. This is pretty decent overall health. If you've got high blood pressure, cholesterol, you know, meds, you're going to be in here. If you're in really good shape, you could be here, but let's just go here. And okay, so nicotine or cannabis. So pot is considered smoking rates. Be prepared. Tobacco rates, you're going to be paying, it's almost double with some companies. So just be prepared. If, you know, if you chew pot, patches, smoke, the exception is occasional cigars for celebratory cigars. But your rates are going to be higher. Now you can apply for a rate reduction after a couple years. Well, it's different with companies, but usually after a couple years of no tobacco, and you have to get retested for tobacco in your system, you can apply for a rate reduction. So, anyways. Put in your height and weight here because that's a lot of that. They're going to be basing that on, you know, they go off these BMI indexes anymore. And to be honest, I'm about 215 pounds right now, and they tell me I'm fat. And I think sometimes I am kind of fat, but I don't think I'm fat, but they say I'm obese. So, okay, so put in your date of birth. And let's see here, so that would be, I think 1970 would take us to a 50-year-old male. Okay, so here you can go term. There's a drop down, accidental death, return of premium term can be an option. That is a bit more. I'll do a separate video on return of premium, but we're just going to do straight term today. And then over here is permanent, which we'll do permanent on another video too. There are uses for that. Okay, so here's term, here's $1 million. Now, a good rule of thumb is for in life insurance, 10 times your annual income. So, and there's some underwriting theory behind that, and then there's just a good basic rule of thumb that if you're the breadwinner in the family, 10 years of having your annual income replaced is going to allow your family and loved ones to get back on their feet. They've got some time. It gives them time. And, you know, and listen, insurance, you're not trying to, you know, you're self-insuring a little bit. You're not trying to cover the whole deal. You can, But anyways, so if you're 50 and you got you got 20 years left on the mortgage, right? So you could look at a 20-year term for $225 a month, 10-year terms $125 a month. Now, for a lot of people, we're probably going to be more down in this $500,000 range, basically here in Idaho, somewhere in that $500,000 to $600,000 to $700,000 range. And as you can see, a 20-year term is $118 a month. And let's just click on this just to kind of give you an idea of, and what you do, you just click on it and click the next down here, move me out of the way. Okay, you do have to put your email in, all right? I promise I'm not gonna bug you. I might reach out and say, hey, do you have any questions? And if you're like, leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. I don't really care. My whole deal is you'll do this when you're ready, but a lot of times it's too late too. So, but hey, we're all adults. We know the risk involved. So here you got a banner. It shows you the best rate as far as premium wise. Okay, you've got banner here. It shows you their ratings, the monthly, and right here, exam required. Okay, and right here, policy details. So it gives you some weight here. So for this rate class, Standard Plus, I cannot exceed $259. You can always save a little bit of money every year if you pay annually on insurance, especially life insurance. And down here is a PDF all about this product, okay? Now, conversion's important, okay? Right here, this is, every company's different. Conversions can be requested anytime within the duration of the guaranteed level premium period up to attained age 70, whichever comes first. Okay, what this means is if you purchase this policy, you have up to age 70 to convert it to a permanent policy. And why would you do that? If you had a serious major health issue where you knew you needed coverage and you could not get coverage somewhere else, you'd want to talk to us about converting this policy. And the sooner you convert, the less the premiums are because it's at attained age. They keep your health class, but it's at attained age. So, okay, so you've got some information here. This is the banner at the time. Skip exam. So anyways, that shows you there. And then let's see here. Then we've got down here. We can look to see if let's see where they're recommended. American Principal National. $120 a month. Now let's click on that because sometimes, okay, now you can see here the exam is not required. And I'm just looking here. They move these around a little bit. So principal's not required. Pacific Life, exam not required. AIG, the exam is required. For the subtle difference in the premium, if you are fairly healthy, I would probably go for, no, I would, personally, I would do the exam not required. If you've seen it, okay, so if you've seen here, and it gives you an example. So for Pacific Life, if you've seen the doctor and completed blood work in the last 18 months, you don't need a medical exam. They'll get some questions over the phone, okay? And with Principal, so I've done some with Principal where the exam wasn't required, and based upon the underwriting questions, we had to order the exam. So just go in knowing you may have to, and listen, sometimes they won't even tell me sometimes what the questions were. Anyways, long story short of that is, this is a great way to come in here, get some quick quotes. You now have an idea of what a $500,000 policy would cost for a 50-year-old male here in Idaho, and what you'd have to do to get that. Maybe an exam and maybe not. Of course, just call with any questions or send us a quick note. And if you wanted to change up the death benefit at this point, you could click back here, or excuse me, you could type down here 750,000, and it's just going to rerun you the quote there, and you can see that. So, okay, everyone, thank you very much. Oh, the last thing is, if you did find one of these policies, like Pacific Life here, you can literally apply right here. This is the application, and it will walk you through all the basic information, and then it will send you an email to click to sign. It's fantastic, and it's the way that we do life insurance these days, is pretty much over the phone and through the internet, a lot with meetings too. Okay, thank you very much, and reach out with any questions. Thank you.